Oh boy.
In this video, we're going to be doing a comprehensive look at some of the more popular pistol sights. It's not going to be necessarily a review or a table talk. This is going to be a in-range fielded test on a lot of the pistol sights that a lot of you guys use and may possibly rely on. We're going to be going over factory night sights. We're going to run the Glock slick top. We'll be putting some hiviz sights on. Also strip the hiviz out of these to make them a serrated flat black low vis sight. We'll run those as well. And then we're also going to be running co-witness irons through a red dot, and we'll be running the red dot itself. Caveat, we're also going to be running a suppressor and aiming through the back of the body of the suppressor as well. So I've also invited two of my coworkers out. Everybody's varying in skill level. Some of us have shot for a long time. Some of us are new shooters, older, younger. So there's going to be some things that play into strengths and weaknesses. That's going to be kind of a fun thing to see in the end. The data compiled over different shooters' skills and abilities with these different sights. So let's pack these up, head out to the range and get to it.
Okay, so what we're going to be doing before we get underway is we're going to be doing some baseline accuracy tests. How accurate Michael, myself, and Logan are before we start running drills. We have our target set up here with 3 dots, all of them with our initials on it. So we're going to do 3 shots at each one of our dots as a baseline. Okay, Logan, whenever you are ready, it is not timed. All right, and here is my 3-round group. All right, so what we're going to be doing is a pretty simple drill. It's a Mozambique drill that is 2 in the chest, 1 in the head, all A-zone hits. We're going to be doing it running a suppressor without suppressor height sights. The idea here is you cannot see your sights over the top of the suppressor, so you have to have proper fundamentals in order to get good accurate hits on target. So whenever shooter's ready, we'll begin that. Okay, make safe. We have 2 shots. Doesn't look like it recorded the 3rd. Let's go look at those hits. We've got 1 out here in Charlie, 1 down here in B, and then our 3rd headshot is down here in the Charlie. So we'll tape those up. We'll get our next shooter up here and do it again. Shooter ready? Okay. We didn't record our shots on that one either. Let's go look at those hits. So we have 2 good hits here, 2 in the Alpha. We have 1 up here in the Bravo. But all in all, very good shooting. It says 220. I would say it was probably pretty close to that 2.5, maybe 3 second mark for all of these. So good shooting. Okay, 3 shots, 2, 4, 8. Let's go check out the target. So looks like I was a little low. Shots are right next to each other. I'm just low. And then same thing up here, low on that one as well. So 2 in the Bravo, 1 outside in the Charlie, 2.48 seconds. So the next one we're going to be doing, we have 3 targets set up down here. We're going to double tap each in a relatively rapid manner. Okay, 6 shots in 4.35, and we have 1 hit on the first target. Okay, and our next shooter is up. You ready? I did not get a time on that one again. Might have to adjust the sensitivity on this. But those were all hits. So, very good. Low again. 6 shots, 4.35 seconds, and it looks like I was low on that again. 2 hits on the first target, 1 hit on the second, and 1 hit on the third target. All right, so we've gone ahead and taken the suppressor off. We're gonna run the same exact drill as we did last time. We'll run the Mozambique first, and then we'll run our steel after that.
Shooter ready?
Ready. Okay, our shots are 3 shots in 2.91. We have 2 just outside of our A zone here, and we have 1 almost bull on the head. Next we're gonna do is double tap on all 3 of our steel plate. Okay, all hits, and our time was 4.17, 6 shots. Okay, we have a time of 3 shots in 2.89. Let's go look at those hits. So we have 1 in the B, 1 in the C, and then low down here in the C. Six shots in 6.50. We have 2 hits on the last target. All right, 3 shots in 3.30. We have 2 shots here, 1 breaking our A line, 1 in the A, and 1 up here in the A, just kissing the line. Good shooting. All right, all hits except for the first one. 6 shots in 4.61 seconds. So we're gonna be running the same drill, but this time I have removed the sights from the pistol. There are no sights on this pistol whatsoever. We'll be shooting this slick top. Okay, time is 2.74. Let's go look at those hits. We've got 1 cresting the A zone line here, 1 just outside the A and the B, and then our last one is a bullseye. I think I shoot better without sights. Time of 4.09, all hits. So the next thing we're gonna do for a little bit of fun, no sights, we're gonna do the Dickens drill. That is 40 yards, 10 shots in 15 seconds, 8 out of 10 have to land. And that is a reduced torso target. Ready? Okay, that was 9 out of 10 shots, no sights. And the time was 9:28. Okay, so Mozambique, no sights. Shooter ready. That is 3 shots in 3.07. Let's go take a look at those hits. We have 2 just outside the A and the B, and our third one is up in the A. Okay, all hits. Time is 4.57. Okay, same thing, Mozambique, no sights. Ready? Ready. Coming at it fast with a 2.45. Let's go look at those hits. Okay, so we have one here in the B, we've got one out here in the C, and we've got one up here in the B. Two misses, 6 shots at 4.07. Okay, and the next one we're going to be doing is hiviz sights. The rear is orange, the front is green. Same drills. That is 3 shots in 2.24. Let's go look at those. So we have one here cresting the B into the C. We have one here off in the C, and we have one up here in the B. All right, we have 2 hits at 5.05. Three shots in 2.08 seconds. Let's go look at those hits. So we've got a very nice 2 touching right here in the B, and one up here cresting the line of the A in the B. Okay, 2 off the edge, 6 shots and 5.01. Okay, 3 shots in, 2.84. Let's go look at those hits. One here, cresting the line of the A zone. Second one here in the B, and one up here low left in the B. Six shots, 3.74, and I believe those were all hits, correct? Right on. Okay, we will be running the same drill. I have removed the high vis out of these sights. They are now low vis sights. Three shots in 2.26. Let's go look at those hits. One in the A zone, one down here in the B, and one up here just cresting the line of the A zone. Okay, 6 shots in 3.64. I had one low left. A 2.94 for 3 shots. Let's go look at those hits. So we have one down here in the B just below the A, one off here in the B, and then over here on the B. Now I'm curious, did you feel better or worse about those shots between the high vis and the low vis sights?
Yeah, I felt worse with the low vis sights.
Okay. Okay, 5 out of 6 solid shots in 4.80 seconds. Okay, a little quick with that one at a 2.41. Let's go look at those hits. So we've got a C out here to the left. We have a C out here to the left. And for our head, we have a C down here to the left. Something I have noticed personally when I was shooting this was it was harder to acquire my sights perfectly aligned, as quick and as accurate as other sights. Do you agree or disagree?
Agree.
Okay. Six shots in 6.47, and we had 2 hits. Okay, so what we're going to be doing next, I have swapped out the slide on this for one with a red dot and co-witness sights. It is the same barrel and same recoil assembly as before. We're going to be running this with a red dot, and then we are going to be turning off the red dot. We're going to be running it with irons only through the glass. Three shots in 2.93. Let's go look at those shots. So we have some pretty significant improvements. We have 2 here in the B right next to each other, and then up here, 1 in the B on our headshot. Little hiccup on that one. 6 shots, 9.32. Say, take 2 seconds out of that. Mostly good hits. Slowed that one down a little bit. We got a 3.09. Let's go look at those hits. So we have 2 here in the B just below the A, 1 up here just inside of the A on the head. Six shots, 1 out at a 4.07. Okay, 3 shots in 2.30. Let's go look at those hits. My first shot in the A, pulled my second shot a little low, it's down here in the B, and our third shot is in the B up on the head. Okay, had 1 off low, time was 3.45. We're gonna be doing the same drill, but I have turned the red dot off, if you're able to see this. Three shots in, 2.43. Let's go look at the target. Hold these 2 a little low. They're down here. Technically in the C, if we close the circle. And this one off to the right, I did find it a little hard when I transitioned up to find the sights through the glass. Had 1 off low, 6 shots in, 4.34. Okay, 3 shots in, 3.39. Let's go look at those hits. One down here in the B, 1 left in the B, and 1 up here in the A, almost bull. Good shooting.
Thank you.
6 shots in 8.82 seconds. We'll take off about a second and a half for a little mess up there. Three shots in 3.06. Let's go look at those hits. We have 2 hits low in the B, 1 hit up here low in the B for the head. Six shots, all hits, 5.47 seconds. This is iron sights with a light. And it doesn't look like it on video, but it is actually relatively dark out here. The moon is out. Ready. Okay, 3 shots in, 2.53. We have 2 good hits here, 1 in the A, 1 in the B. Up here, 1 nearly in the bowl. The reason I wanted to do this was looking through your optic with a light without running the red dot. Really want to see how accurate you can take fast shots. Okay, missed 2 on that. My time was 4.17.
So what can we take away from this? Okay, so if we're looking at our data, we can see we have our zones on paper. We have A, B, and C zones. A being maximum of 3 points, B being a maximum of 2, and C being 1 point. We also have points for steel, 1 through 6. That is hits on steel. So steel was 2 shots per target, 3 targets, maximum of 6 shots. And then obviously our times for those 2 runs, our times for paper and our times for steel totaled throughout the data set. Varying across the board. I wish I could say there was a conclusive result, but that's just kind of how this stuff goes. So if we start out looking at my results, my best shooting was with the low-vis sights on paper, high-vis sights on steel. My worst was with the suppressor and the co-witness sights. And I should say that the co-witness sights for everybody were a little bit hard to see because of the low light conditions and the mild tint on the glass of the red dot. That being said, my second best on paper was red dot, and on steel was no sights, slick top. And my third best was no sights on paper and night sights on steel. Moving over to Logan's. His best on paper was suppressor. His best on steel was no sights. His worst was the co-witness. So we have that in common there. His second best on paper was night sights. His second best on steel was suppressor. His third best was night sights on paper and co-witness sights on steel. Moving over to Mike's results. His results showed he shot best with no sights on paper, no sights on steel, worst with the suppressor overall, and his second and third best tied with red dot and co-witness for both of those. If anybody's interested or cares, the totals are Mike, a total points on paper of 30, Logan with a total points on paper of 47, and my score with a total of 43 on paper. So what does it come down to? What sights should you choose? Are you going to go with night sights? Are you going to go with low vis, high vis? Are you going to go with a red dot, backup irons? I would strongly recommend, if you're planning on shooting something with a light like this, and especially if you're going to be shooting through a red dot using co-witness irons, get a front sight at least that is easier to see when you're looking through all of this at low light, because no matter how good your light is, you may not be able to pick up that front sight very well, and that's kind of what we ran into. So what it mostly comes down to is training. What you're gonna carry the most, what you're gonna shoot the most, practice. Practice, practice. If there's anything I missed, please let me know. If you have content you'd like to see, a new idea, let me know. Until next time, this has been Independence Arms. Thank you for watching.